Hey, what's up everybody? It's Kelley Michelle. Welcome to Let's Talk About It with Kelley Michelle. Today's segment is called Let's Talk About It. It's when I choose a topic to have a conversation, just something that I am wondering. So are you ready to get into today's topic? Today's topic is, what is the appeal? What is the reason why we are so obsessed with our phones? You know, as well as I know, that we're connected to our phones, particularly our mobile phones. And just to think about, less than 50 years ago, mobile phones were not a thing. Cell phones were not a thing. But now, everywhere you look, someone has their phone, is looking at their phone, is wondering about where their phone is. I mean, now, I will say this. I'm a little bit different than other people because I'm connected to my phone, but I am not obsessed with my phone. So if my phone is in on the charger in a different room, or I don't have it right next to me, I'm not freaking out. But for so many people, if they do not have their cell phone right beside them or know where it is, they are freaking out. They cannot live without their phone. So why? Why are we so obsessed with our phone? I'm curious about that. Here are some thoughts that I have about that, but I want to hear from you too. So please leave your comments in the comment section. I think that one of the reasons why we are so obsessed with our phone is because we feel like we always have to be either in the know or always engaged in something. The reason why I say that is I think about when I'm in line at the grocery store, when I'm in line at Chipotle, because I visit Chipotle very often, I purposely do not have my phone and I observe the people that are on their phone. And pretty much 9 times out of 10, if the line has, let's say 10 people in the line, probably at least 8 of them are on their phone. And I think it's because people are excessively wanting to either 1, be connected, or 2, don't like idle. They don't like to not have something to do when they're waiting on let's say, for example, the example I used was being at the grocery store or being in line for, like, say, Chipotle. It's like we are obsessed with being how can I put it? We're obsessed with having to do something. It's like you can't be idle. It's also, I think, people are uncomfortable. We are so connected through social media and through looking at emails or looking at text messages or looking at what's happening in the news or whatever it is. We are so connected in those ways. It's like we don't know how to just be in line at the grocery store anymore. It's like we have to occupy our time with something. And I think that's part of the reason why we're so obsessed. I think another reason why is that we feel uncomfortable because of social media. People don't have to have great interpersonal skills anymore. They can just hide behind a social media outlet and say, you know, whatever it is that they want to say. People also could hide behind, you know, watching YouTube videos. Like, I want you to watch this YouTube video, plug right there. But can hide behind so many things in which you don't have to interact with other people. So therefore, you don't have to increase your expertise, for a lack of a better word, or your ability to have interpersonal relationships and have conversations. If I am constantly texting someone or looking at my phone in line for Chipotle, then I don't have to deal with the awkwardness of the silence or having to have a conversation with the person in front of me or behind me. I can just focus on something else. So I think that's one of the reasons why we're obsessed with our phones. I think another reason why we're obsessed with our phones is because of so many things that the phone can provide for us, which for me is convenience. I mean, you have the notepad in your phone, so if you can jot something down, you have emails that you can answer. So sometimes when you're in line or waiting for something, the reason why you're on your phone is because that is an opportunity to be productive. And so I get that. And so some people are obsessed with productivity. They don't want to waste any moments. So they are constantly connected to their phone because they want to get things done. I think another reason why people are obsessed with their phone is because they're bored. They want to be engaged. You know, when you are waiting, the scenario about waiting for something, but when you are waiting, say for example, you're sitting out in your car waiting for your child to finish a rehearsal or a sporting event or a practice of some sort. You're bored just sitting there, so you're gonna get out your phone and, you know, play a game or maybe watch a movie or whatever you want to do on your phone because it's right there. So I think boredom has a role to play into why we're obsessed with our phones. There are so many reasons that people are obsessed with their phones. It's just really crazy for me to think that, I mean, not just 30 years ago, even, you know, probably like 20 years ago is when it really became popular. I'm trying to think about my own age and when I got my first cell phone, which I didn't even have a cell phone in high school. I got my first cell phone when I was a freshman in college. And the reason why I got a cell phone when I was a freshman in college is because I was a commuter and just wanted to have, you know, the ability to call someone if, you know, I got in a wreck or had a flat tire or something in that nature. I had some type of emergency. It really, in the beginning, was for emergencies only, but it has developed and matured over the years into just this new thing that everybody wants and can't live without. So those are my thoughts as to why we can't live without our phones. Some of those things can be viewed as positive and some of those things can be viewed as negative. And the obsessiveness about your phone, you know, has a lasting impression and has a lasting impact on your life. So I want to hear from you. Please put in the comments why you think people are obsessed with their phones. And are you personally obsessed with your phone? Like if you left your phone, say upstairs, and you're downstairs, are you discombobulated because your phone is not in the same room as you are? So that's it for today's segment of Let's Talk About It. I hope you enjoyed this topic. I definitely want to hear from you, so please let me know what you think. And until next time, see ya.